Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday. I know that a lot of people had made some email requests that I do some um, another movie trivia night. Well, the movie trivia, just to be completely honest, the night has not been decided. Inappropriate heifer. Yes, you absolutely do look super innocent. I just wanted to let you know you are very innocent. Miss Retired Red, thank you so very much. She will be in the front and in the back, so that way she can help me do her magic. Peggy P, I see you. Kimberly, I see you. We have the amazing Candace in the house. I love you, lady. You're the poo. Take a big whiff. I love you. All right. Sophia is also here. Today I was gonna have a little bit of a different conversation because it was, a couple of people had brought it up to me and messaged that, what are my Christmas plans? And I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna ask everybody, what are your Christmas plans? Durham, North Carolina. Let's see, Barb tries. I love that. I absolutely love that. If you can just, we'll give you time. I'll keep going. Basically, the reason I wanted to ask is because it dawned on me. LA Fames. I'm probably butchering that, but I know you. Hi, lady. Um, so it's basically turned into, the holidays has always been a hard time for me, and I'll just start it like that. So when I start planning holiday stuff, my anxiety goes right out the window. Because I do have a phobia of opening presents. It is a real thing. It is not like I can open them by myself, but I can't open them around crowds. No, I don't want to disappoint anyone. But I started to realize that I may not be the only one that has, phobias around the holidays. So I wanted to reach out to everybody and see, what's everybody's plan? What are they worried about? What are they happy about? What are they excited? Are they excited for seeing grandkids? Are you seeing nieces and nephews? If you're seeing nobody, we'll do a live. We'll figure out a way that we can all be together so that way I can guarantee you a place. Just like Saturday, don't forget. As we all know, we do have a member that Saturday does need a little bit of help. And by member, I mean family member. She is going to need our help on Saturday. So we're going to do a live on Saturday. Jamie will definitely be in my thoughts. Hey, Miss Jamie Palmer. How's everybody doing? All right. So what does Miss Red say? I usually go to my kids for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day is on my own. Well, why don't you just stay over so that way you have Christmas Day? I'm so confused. I kept thinking people that everybody had a Hallmark family and I was the only one without a Hallmark family. And then today I was listening to Tommy and he's like, no, not everybody's got a Hallmark family. And I'm like, could someone just have told me that? Like at any point in time that the June Cleavers of the world were fake. I'm just saying, if anybody could have just laid that out on me at any point in time, it would be amazing. Sophia, thanks for getting something you should know. I really want to make you do in front of everyone. Well, here's the thing. You don't have to. You can email me. You never have to do anything you don't want to do. I promise. Okay. Inappropriate heifer. I'm anxious about getting gifts for my girls because I can't afford to get them much, if anything. Here's the thing about that. And, I'm also in that very same boat. And so because I'm trying to purchase, I'm trying something new this year. I'm going to try to purchase something specifically for myself, something that is recently no longer with me. And so because it's no longer with me, I want to try to get it for myself, if at all possible. I'm sure Carrie's going to have something that she wants to tell me about it. But here's the thing, you never have to afford something. You know what? I'd rather a really good heartfelt card. and you don't even have to buy the expensive ones. You can literally like any card, any card. I would rather like if I buy someone a present and they can't afford it, then I feel guilty. But for me, if they just give me a Christmas card with a heartfelt note in there, like, hey, I love it when we do this, or, whatever the heartfelt note may be, I will tell you honestly, I would rather have a heartfelt note than a present because sometimes the heartfelt notes are memories that I've never had before. They're memories that mean the world to me. Do I like presents? Of course I do. I just don't like opening them. So they should already be opened. Willie Weed, welcome. All right, let me grab some of these starred comments. And yes, please don't forget to smash the like, hit subscribe. It always helps. It helps with that bloody algorithm. All right, inappropriate. I got that one. I always hate, Candace, I always hate asking for things. My birthday and Christmas are really close. And every year I write a list of what I want, but I never think I deserve anything. You deserve the world, lady. You deserve the world. If I can hand you the world in a basket, I would hand you the world in a basket. I understand. But remember, you're amazing and anybody is lucky to be around you. You're amazing. Okay. Barb tries. I'll have two of my sons and one daughter-in-law, and we'll be having steak and eggs and a Zoom call with my oldest son and my grandkids. They're on the West Coast. Okay. See, that sounds like a memory. Like that sounds, I used to take presents to a local hospital and I would go around that hospital and I would give a list. I would actually, they give you a nice little list of everybody that's on the floor, but they give you like room A is girl this old, really likes Barbies. Room B, boy, and they give you a list that way. And so I used to go crazy on these lists, and I would make sure I got a whole floor. But unfortunately, times have changed. And so I don't do that, but I will be figuring out a way to at least contribute, whether I go to a mall, which I'm not a big fan of crowds, and I grab a couple things off the Salvation Army, or I just, what I can't afford, I do. And then, we'll go from there because I really like volunteering. I really like making sure that someone else has a really good Christmas. And sometimes, someone needs a smile. Someone always needs a smile. Okay, inappropriate. Nope, I'm not on actual holiday. Nope, not alone on actual holidays too. Okay, good. Just making sure. I was like, I'll be on here even if I'm by myself. Like, hi everybody. We can even sing Christmas songs. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Yeah. Trust me, you don't want to hear me singing jingle bells. Retired Red. Our family does gifts and dinner on Christmas Eve. It's a tradition. I don't know. The only tradition that we have in our family is honestly matching pajamas and pictures with our matching pajamas. That's so far like the biggest thing. And then Carrie really loves to cook, but so do I. But two cooks in the kitchen are never fun. I'm just telling you that. It's never fun. Okay, Sophia, we're going to make a red cabbage and roast chili for Christmas. And we're going to cut. Why do I have this on? Like I hear myself in surround sound. I was like, why does this feel so difficult? Sorry, everybody. Okay, so Sophia, we're going to make red cabbage and roast and chili Christmas since we cut most of the family stuff out. Hey, sometimes we need to cut stuff out. Barb tries. Inappropriate heifer. I'm anxious about money this year too. My work kind of ran out and it's been tight. So I've been, I'm just trying to be okay about it. And you know what? Here's my honest opinion. Everything is okay about it. I know how to knit. It is one of the things that I learned I learned how to crochet from my great grandmother, also known as my Nana, everybody. And for me, I liked making gifts, like the idea of making scarves and making little little beanies for everybody, but I loved making scarves. And you know what? It literally costs like $5 to make 3 scarves if you go, if depending on how long you make them. I'm just saying there's plenty of ways to do it, and it made it so much fun. But there's, heartfelt letter, I'm telling you. If people can't accept that, people aren't rolling in money, then, tell them to kick rocks, even if they're family. Okay, don't tell anybody to kick rocks. Peggy, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I'm captain last minute. That drives me, that throws my anxiety like through the roof. Like, I need to have a plan, and if we don't have a plan, then this is what we're doing. This is just what we're doing. We're doing it as a family, blah, 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 and we go from there. But maybe one day I'll be a fly by the seat of my pants type of person. All right, Kimberly Martin, I'm struggling to be in the Christmas spirit this year. I need to put up a tree. Your tree up. Here's the thing. We don't even have our tree up. And my love is like the decoration neighborhood watch. She likes to have Halloween fully set up, and that way kids can see the decorations. She likes to have Thanksgiving, and yes, she does have Thanksgiving decorations. And then Christmas, there's like 30 boxes. 30 boxes. So it'll look like Christmas threw up on my house soon, I promise. It's going to be interesting, but sometimes it's not easy to be in the holiday spirit, I'll be honest. But you know what? Sometimes just doing it for the kids is a lot better than not doing it at all. And sometimes doing nothing is the best thing that you can do. But I will tell you, Miss Kimberly, if you're not feeling like the holiday spirit, if you lived near me, I would gladly help set up a tree for you. And I would have some hot cocoa with you. How about that? Sophia, I like making stuff I know people actually want and pack it openly into a nice practical bag they use for their next present. There's something else they want to. Oh, yeah, making stuff is awesome. Like the resin art that a lot of people do, that stuff's amazing. And then when she told me that it literally costs her like 10 cents per item to make, and you can have all of these amazing ocean looking coasters, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty gorgeous. Enquade Guadiz, and Enquade Guadiz. Wait a minute. Why do I know that? Okay. What a beautiful way to see presents, Liz Ferris. My friends and I prefer practical presents, and they could be anything according to our budget. A cup, food, cookies, a handmade painting. I think you mean painting or handmade paint. You can make how do you make handmade paint? Maybe that's beyond my wheelhouse. We'll definitely have to see. Candace, I'm going to miss my trip to Colorado this year. I had major injury and surgery, so traveling is not in the cards this year. Hubby and I will be spending Christmas here. And you know what? So your situation is a lot different. You had to have surgery. You were in the hospital for quite some time, my friend. So your situation's a little different. But hey, do you want to go for a jog tomorrow? Do you want to go for a run? I was thinking about playing baseball. You want to play some baseball with me? I'm just kidding with you. I'm just messing with you. Right. At Chick, my partner and I do our own thing. And that's what we've done. That is absolutely what we do. I know that the rest of the family has a big gathering. I know my side of the family has this huge gathering, but I'm not welcome. I know her side of the family has a gathering, and we just don't go. We're both absolutely the black sheep of our family. And you know what? Let's not call it black sheep anymore. Let's call it rainbow sheep. We're both rainbow sheep of our family. Willie Weed, always prefer homemade cards. I've tried the homemade cards, but I'm always, I'm one of those perfectionists that it's like, if I visualize something, I will do it. But then if it doesn't look how I envisioned it, then suddenly it turns out a little different. Okay, Kimberly Martin, or no, Barb tries. Kimberly Martin. Christmas is out the closet and there's wreath on the doorbell, but the rest is still in boxes. Yes. We still have ours in boxes too. We've been a little busy. It was a little bit hectic. Peggy P, laugh out loud. Liz, I can relate. If it were totally up to me, I would plan ahead, but family just doesn't roll like that. See, when people say that things don't roll like that, it kind of makes me think of the people that like to show up fashionably late. Does anybody here like to be fashionably late? I'm one of those people that I'm already sitting in the chair like 5 to 10 minutes beforehand. So that way I can catch up on comments. I can make sure I'm saying hi, being personable in the chat and doing everything that we need to do. But then at the same time, I also know quite a few people that are the fashionably late type, and I don't know how you guys do it. You know what? Actually, I do. I do know how you do it. And my hat's off to you. Just saying. My birthday is Saturday, and we never do Christmas until after my birthday. All right. All right. So that way Christmas isn't set up. Okay, I get that. See that your situation's a lot different. Willie Weed, there's nothing a cat can't get into. True. True. All right. Candace, Liz, yeah, play some baseball. I'll be the catcher in the wheelchair. I'm telling you, leg injuries are the worst. I told you it took me 9 months to learn how to walk again. So, yeah. All right. So I think I am caught up on quite a bit. But that's the main thing that I wanted to talk about today is with the holidays approaching, a lot of people are envisioning memories, and myself included. I am absolutely guilty of this. I keep picturing a time when I was like 14, no, let's go like 11, 12, and I'm thinking, oh, that was an amazing Christmas. My Nana was there. Oh my goodness. And then I think about it and I'm like, well, I should probably have a memory that's before then. So then, every Christmas with Carrie has been absolutely amazing. Has been better than the previous year. And even when we haven't had a lot of money to do whatever we want, because the kids are priorities. Everything else is not, but the kids are a priority. And and my priority is making sure the kids get something for her. But at the same time, it's also hard because we envision that perfect Christmas time, and that can make people, or I know it makes me worry about what Christmas is going to be. Is it going to be a good Christmas? And then I start getting wrapped up in it, and I, don't feel like getting wrapped up in it. I literally feel like saying, this has been an amazing year. I've found out that my father is alive. I found out that, Scientology is still the exact same. Nothing has changed, ladies and gentlemen. They're still the exact same. And this is going to be about rebuilding a family, I'm, and by something, let's say by some miracle, he suddenly has decided he doesn't want to leave. He wants to stay in there. Then that is absolutely his choice. And I will never, ever try to tell someone what they can or cannot do. I won't. I'll just start trying to get other people out. That's kind of how this works. If we can't get one, we'll go for another, and we'll go for another and another and another and another. And before you know it, we will have our families back. But I wanted to try to look at it like that. Like Christmas is a day to celebrate. It's a day to enjoy friendships that we've made here. It's a day that I can say thank you to all of you. I've never been a very spiritual person. I know what Christmas represents, but for me, it was just that time of year that my family was very religious. We did sit in mass every year on the dot. But at the same time, I am not very spiritual, but I can see how other people are. And so that I also want to make sure people have space. People, I need to make sure that I am putting myself first, just like yesterday. We talked about the what was it? It was the friend cleanse. I had to look down where I wrote it, but we talked about the friend cleanse yesterday. We talked about so many different things, and I talk about so many different things. But I also want people to remember to put yourself first always, because nobody else is going to put you first. Nobody else is going to care about your stuff. Um Nobody's going to care about what you're saying or doing. It's literally, sometimes you have to put you first. And in that order comes me, my love, well, the kids and my love. They're kind of tied. It's like that neck and neck thing. They're kind of tied, but she's a little bit ahead, and then it's it's just it's just a day. It's just a day that we can celebrate something good, because in a few days will be a new year and it's a new beginning, and it's it's finding hope and happiness and coming on here and telling you, what has worked for me, telling you, stories of Scientology, telling you whatever I can tell you, so that way I can make sure I'm making the most possible noise, because that is the trick. Let me grab some of these stars because I started backing down. Jamie, Liz, I have a confession. Laugh out loud. We have a corner that the Christmas tree goes in, and it's been there a whole year. Never took it down from last year. Oops. Well, technically, then you're already set up for Christmas, but you got to take that down. But that's hilarious. I love that, Jamie. I love that. So you're already done decorating. Problem solved right there. Okay, AT chick. My aunt is the same. My mom always told her an earlier hour. Yeah, I've done that for some people. I've had to do that for some people. You know. In Quaid, it's reversed for me. Planning ahead gives me anxiety. And that's helpful to know, because I always wondered, for the people that had that more the need or a desire to be like a breathing rooms time, or however you do it. I always wonder, because like for me, it's I get anxiety if I'm early. You get anxiety if it's too planned. I That fascinates me, because it's like it's the yin and the yang, and everybody has that yin and that yang, and I think that's why I love psychology. Okay, Jane, Liz, I used to send out Mickey Mouse. Let's see, send out Mickey Mouse for 30 years. Decided to send out snow cards. They all come back. Where's my Mickey? Aw, that's cute. I'm not gonna lie. That is super cute. That is super cute. But I definitely understand that if you're used to getting one thing and then suddenly it changes. Woo! Sophia, being early is just polite, in my opinion. My mom's family loves fashionably late, and it spikes my anxiety like crazy. Let me tell you a little story. So there's a girl I know, and she is a very dear friend of my love. And this woman cannot be on time for anything. She plans a party and she's late to a party that she planned. And it takes my anxiety, and I'm sitting there like, woo, like just drives me absolutely. And I don't mean like fashionably late. I mean like an hour, like 2 hours late to her own party. So yeah. Um I definitely understand the anxiety on that. Marie, welcome. Christmas, my birthday, New Year's are all in 1 week. It's all I get, but I celebrate my birth all week long. And you know what? I have a friend that celebrates their birthday all month long. So you know what? If you only want to celebrate a week, take that week. This year I'll be 60. That is fantastic. Don't forget to come back on here so I can say happy birthday. Wow, where did the time go? I think that all the time, and I'm only 43, but at the same time, I'm like, where did my 20s go? Where did my 30s go? Yeah, yeah, because I'm getting close to that half a century, and I'm just worried that I'm gonna be feeling that old. Okay. Barb tries. Marie, my sister's birthday is 12/24. My mother's 12/28. My oldest son is 12/30. It's like y'all get a little shorted out of every part of your birthday. Oh, every birth on the birthday part. Yeah, that would be that would I'm sorry. Like, just give your mom and your sister a big hug and then give your son an even bigger hug because wow, you know, you just got to hope to win the lottery if with birthdays around that many birthdays around that same time. Willie Weed, hard to be excited about Christmas without kids in the family, waiting on the last gen to have a few. Um, well, you know, I definitely understand that, but I want the kids to wait as long as possible to have children. At least me personally, I have this, fear of being a grandparent in my 40s. So because of that, I'm like, wait, as long as you need, because that part worries me a little bit, not gonna fit. Okay, Susan P. I was so blessed with a kid with a wonderful mom and dad who made Christmas special for my family. I hope this year you are blessed with amazing Christmas. I love you all. Absolutely. I love you all as well. Thank you so very much. That was amazing. All right. Jamie, it is totally okay and there's no reason to be sorry. You know what? Sometimes life happens. And, if you have your Christmas lights up, you have your Christmas tree up, it's still okay because now you're fully prepared for this year's Christmas and you don't even have to do anything. So now you can sit back and be like, it's already done. Maybe dust it a little bit, but other than that, you're good. I promise. Okay, I have a really good friend. She was late to her own wedding and so late to mine that she missed it entirely. Oh my goodness. I thought you were going to say that, you guys waited for her. I was like, no, 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 no. Wow. How do you almost miss your own wedding and then you miss someone else's entirely? Like that's if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. Sophia, oh my, rarely it was less than 2 hours late. I actually got the idea to rearrange furniture more than once while already late. Oh wow. Okay. And see, that helps me understand that there's two sides to this. It's not just someone that is choosing to ignore everybody there, but it's actually someone that, maybe they have the same thing. Like maybe they have anxiety when it comes to being on time. Um, but if that's the case, then someone else plan the time and tell them 2 hours before, so that way they'll be on time. Jane, me too. I celebrate all month. I count it down. It's all about my birthday. Laugh out loud. That's a good thing. That is a fantastic thing because sometimes you just have to focus on you and whether or not it's your birthday, or it's just a birth that you're celebrating. I'm not one of those people that celebrates for a month. I think this was the first year that I celebrated for like a week. But then my birthday was amazing. And by amazing, I will tell you that Carrie went with me or took me to all these different locations and got me Pokemon at every single location we went to. And not only was it Pokemon for me, hey, Mr. Poet, but it was Pokemon for her as well. And because we like to compete and then we like the kids to get involved. But she took me to all the different Pokemon places and got me stuff at all these different locations. And it was honestly the best birthday I ever could have experienced, to be completely honest. Like, out of every birthday in my whole life. Like, that was amazing because not only was it just about me, it was about her and I, it was about the kids. It was it was my favorite birthday. All right. So let's see. We got hey, pup groomer is in the house. We have poet. If I missed you, I'm really sorry. I'm trying not to miss anybody. Um, let's see. I think I got everybody. Um, so, um, but we'll see, because this year I'm going to be turning 44. And I don't know why I'm terrified to turn 45. I don't know why the idea of that scares me, because, 45 means only 5 years away from 50. But then you got to smile, because because growing old means that and growing old on the outside of Scientology means that you have freedom. You can eat whatever you want, you can talk to whoever you want, you can go see a therapist, you can talk to, go see any movie you want. If you don't want to see a movie that's got, SA in it, then you don't have to. It's amazing. Amazing, everybody. All right. Inappropriate heifer. My family starts in May. Me, my mom, my daughter, then June, and my dad, and then July, my youngest daughter. Oh wow. So you guys are covering all over. That's wow. Jamie, Liz, my mother always said she could be a writer. I love writing. Starting my blog in July. So this will be my first Christmas with it. She was right. And I'm excited for your blog. I hope that you send me, you know, some information. I'd love to read it. I'm sure everybody in here wouldn't mind giving a little look-see and see how it's going. We will support each other. That's kind of how it goes. We will support each other. Susan, you don't look a day over 21. What are you talking about? 62. You're not even a day over 21. But yes, I do want people to remember to put themselves first. Remember, sometimes holidays are hard, and sometimes we just have to tell people that we need a little assistance sometimes. Sometimes we need to reach out and also let people know when we need help. Again, I've recently had to dial 988, and it was a bloody joke, and I'm sorry for advertising it, because it was more of a helpline and not a way to get assistance. And after like my fourth transfer, I realized that if you or anyone else is in danger, Nancy knew, or you're never late. As long as you're here and smiling, that is never late. I promise. I absolutely promise you, never late. I tell Jamie that all the time. Never late. Um, if you feel yourself in danger, I would absolutely recommend calling 911. I would also, I'm not going to lie, you're going to have to just be completely honest with a total stranger. And you know what? If that saves your life so that someone doesn't have to listen to a eulogy, please do it. Please absolutely do it if you ever feel that need. And I know the holidays are around the corner. I know that it can be a very hard time, because it's a hard time for me. I tell you guys all the time, sometimes presents are really hard for me. Family outings, really hard for me. There are times that when her dad is visiting, it's hard because I see how much, he loves her. And I mean, Carrie is absolutely loved by her father. And I wonder, if I hadn't thought he was dead, if there was any way that I could have, you know, been in contact with him. If someone would have told me that he wasn't dead, then would I have that type of relationship with my father, or would they had just found some other reason to force us to disconnect? And I hope that one day he's going to listen to what I'm saying. Joni, is Joni in the chat? I love your channel. Hold on, where is it? There it is. Joni's in the chat. I love your channel. It is, Joni, I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. Yadra is in the house. We're festive mom November 16th, sister November 22nd, and I December. Wow, you guys are all close together. That's crazy. That is close. Yeah. At chick. Go easy on yourself. You were trying to help and you update information when you found out. Yeah, and that's the hard part because I'm literally going off the information that I have. And the information that I have, before this all happened, before I got a phone call to pay his freeloader debt, you're talking about I thought he was dead. I wasn't writing, I wasn't calling, I wasn't doing anything. As far as I knew, I just had one parent alive. Just one. And they didn't care for me very much. Oh, they cared for me as much as they could. And, then I find out that my father is alive. So not only is my father alive, I've missed out on technically, 19 years, almost 20 years with him. So at that point, it's like, we just got to do our best to get him out, right? Everybody just do our best to get as many people out as possible. PTS for life. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so very much for coming. Okay, Peggy P. Liz, haven't you had good personal experience with 988? I did. I really did have a good personal experience, but I had a really bad one. And I've had some friends tell me about really bad experiences. And I was like, well, mine wasn't like that. Mine was so much better. But then, when I was told if I'm calling for someone else, they will never send anyone out. That is the rules of certain areas. And I don't want to represent and say that they will be able to come out if it's only in certain areas. But I will say, you know what, if you feel it, you feel the need, 911 is also there for a reason. I know that's tricky, but honestly, I don't want to listen to anybody's eulogy. Okay. I need you all to be here. We're friends, we're family, I want everyone to be here for the holidays, and the holidays can be tough. See, Miss Joni? Hey, PTSD, you were a very welcome man, Mr. Jeff. You were a very welcome man. But so we've gone over the good memories. Susan P., I would be so very proud to have you as a daughter. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. If you're trying to make me cry, no. I'm just saying, but thank you. I really appreciate that. So, yes, I had a few. Yeah. Jane, my 988 was bad. I hung up. I needed to talk, but I'll talk to you. At Liz, if you're around. I think you mean around, not aroused. But that's hilarious. You can always. That's what we do. That's what we do for each other. I come on here and there's times that I sit here and I vent about everything. I vent about how the fact that, this is what Scientology does. This is, these are the tortures that Scientology does. This is my mental health lapse. This is what helped me. It doesn't mean that my situation is going to help everybody else, but some people might relate to what I've been through and be able to say, yeah, I felt like that too. And because I felt like that, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. That happened to me. And if it helped you and this is what you did and it helped you, then I'll try it. I'll try anything at this point. And if anybody ever gets to that, then absolutely. Absolutely. Because when I tell people, and I got an email the other day and they were like, yeah, right. You weren't ready to die. No, I was screaming to die. I was ready to jump off a bridge. I tried to down quite a bit of alcohol and the presence of not feeling and on my medication. So I was not doing good. Death seemed like the only option for me. So before someone sends me an email and says anything that I have never felt like that before, please don't. Like realistically, it did give me a bit of a giggle, everybody. I'm not going to fib. It gave me a bit of a giggle because I still have my hospital bracelet. Um, but at the same time, I do want everybody to know that I've been there. I've been there, and you know what? If I can come back and smile, and if I can come back, Miss Sunrise Dawn, thank you so very much for coming. If I can come back with a smile, if I can come back and let people know what I went through, and it somehow helps someone else, then you know what? I will sit there and tell everything, because I'd rather help someone else. Vicky, welcome. Let's just grab these because I like to throw them up there. Miss Sunrise Dawn. We have the amazing Vicky in the house. But yeah, if my life, if what I've been through and that I've made it to the other side helps anyone, I will absolutely do it in a heartbeat. Absolutely do it in a heartbeat. But here's what I won't do. Okay. I can't help someone that doesn't want to help themselves. So that's the one thing that I do hope that you get from everything I've ever been through, is that I was ready to help myself. I saw the pain that I caused to carry to my family, when they were going through that situation. So yeah. Amanda, hi Liz and friends chat. I'm always late. Never late. I know, Liz, you say no, but I seem to catch your ending. Not ending right now. We got a little bit of time, lady. We're just chit-chatting at the moment. But I promise I'll let you know when it's ending, because you'll get the tip the waiter, tip the waitress, you'll get all that. But if what I've been through and the fact that I can smile at the end helps one person, then I'm glad. If it helps two, if it helps three, if it helps a previous Scientologist realize that what we believed in our whole life was fake, then I will keep on screaming and I will keep on telling you everything I've been through, because that's how it goes. I want to be able to help people like me. People like me are trapped behind those walls. People like me are searching for answers, and there's even people out that still have, like, it kind of works. It kind of works. I kind of feel for it. Yeah, I kind of get it, and then before you know it, they're thinking. And if giving them a little bit of a nudge to think a little further helps them, yeah, fudge, yeah. Big old fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I will continue to tell my story and what's going on. I will continue to tell everything I can. But I will tell you, the person in a mental health crisis has to want it. Has to absolutely want it. Otherwise, you're the only one screaming. Okay. Vicky, you're helping so many others by sharing your ups and downs. Absolutely. Because that's what life is. Life isn't full of roses. Life isn't one happy memory. Life is a combination of happy, sad, all the feels, it's literally all the feels. It is the good, the bad, the things that made you stronger, the happy, the little things. Every bit of life, whether good or bad, is all part of life. It's witness, welcome. It is all part of the grand old experience that we call life. Witness, hey Liz, listening while doing stuff. You're helping do some sweeping. Sweep, sweep, sweetly. Yes, always want to sweep. But yes, we all have that energy, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Do I talk about a lot about mental health? Yes, because it saved my life. It saved my life. And you know what? There's people out there that have those thoughts every single day. Every day there's another person. There's people trying right now. And if I can stop just one person, two people, three people, I'm good with that. Because I'd rather people go home to their family. I'd rather have everyone go home to their family and get the assistance that they need, and then go from there. And in Scientology, unfortunately, it's not that we can get the assistance. It's not. It's literally primarily trying to get the connection. Once we get the connection, then we can get the assistance. But we've got to get that connection in there. And so if what I've been through in my life helps someone, pause for Andrea. Oh, what does it say? Nancy, no, I'm sorry for the loss of your beloved dog last year. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I must have missed that. I can relate, sadly, unfortunately, that we start of several deep losses we suffer in the past year. Yeah, it's a hard one. It's definitely a hard one when you lose an animal. That would wrench. That would. Oh goodness, I'm even so attached to Penguin. I'm like, to my buddy, good morning, buddy. Like, good morning, my friend. Because I've always wanted a bearded dragon. Okay, Susan P. I showed my son you and your Pokemon hat. He asked if it was me. He asked me if it was me. Aw, that's cute. That is super cute. I would like that. Okay. These real quick. Peggy P. Liz, haven't you had good personal experiences with 988? I thought I grabbed that one. I apologize. And again, I have had some decent experiences with 988, but the last experience plus someone else telling me their experience, I've had a couple people tell me their experiences, and I don't want to put someone in another experience where they get so stressed out from these people supposedly helping and these people that are supposedly on your side, and they have you, and you, no matter what, they've got your back, no matter what, and they're trying to upset you more, or at least it's the way that their jargon works. It can upset someone more. And that bothered me. Mystical Lady, welcome. Liz, you're so humble and such an inspiration. I hope so. I hope so, because you know what? I never want to be anything but humble, and I really want to keep my word to everyone. Because the one thing, you can't die with money. You can't die with, you can die with your pride. But you're not going to be able to die with anything but your word. All right. Amanda, pets are so hard, so much love in a short span. My kitty's 10 months old, just diagnosed with cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, 10 years. Oh, wow. 10 years? Oh, I'm truly sorry. I'm sending you all the love that I possibly can, because I know that that's expensive treatment. That is very expensive treatment. Okay, Nancy New, pause for Andrea. Yeah, I've spent most of the year visiting loved ones in the hospital too. Unfortunately, I can't wait for 2024 to hurry up and arrive, although it means turning 40. Absolutely, right? It's that age where you're about to age up and you just want to sit there and go, mm-mm, mm-mm. But yeah, 2024, let's hope it's a much better year. Let's hope that everybody, makes a New Year's resolution, and we go from there. And don't make those New Year's resolutions that you're never going to do. Like some of my friends like to do the New Year's resolutions. Oh, quit smoking. And then like January 3rd, I see them with a cigarette in their mouth. I'm like, couldn't you just out of curiosity, just decided to lose 5 pounds, decided to get a new tires for your car, go on a trip. I'm just saying, like, if you don't think you could do it, it's okay for you not to put it on the list. It's absolutely okay. Pup Groomer, so sorry for your fur baby loss. Absolutely. That is absolutely 1,000%. Because I will tell you that I have a fully my service dog. And he is an amazing service dog. And I will tell you that I want to say that boy, but my husky has saved my life many of times. Many of times. And I didn't even realize that that's what was happening. And so this time I got the knowledge to be able to save myself. And that to me means the world, because sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not. But no matter what, we now have each other. Okay. Jane, if you get through 3 days, you're good off cigarettes. That's what I thought too. But I've had people that I had a friend tell me that they've quit for like 12 years. And it's a girl I work with. She quit 12 years ago. And then because of COVID, she had started again. And now she's struggling to quit again. And for me, it's one of those situations where you're like, oh, you were doing so good, like 12 years. But we'll count it down again. We'll count it down again as soon as she's ready. Retired Red. I quit for 8 years, then went back. I see 8 years. Miss Sunrise Dawn, my husky girl Smokey died 10/20/20. I still miss her. Yeah, that would break my heart. That would absolutely break my bloody heart. Oh, you quit for 15 years. That's amazing. That Yeah, I used to justify it and say, quitters never win and winners never quit. That's how I justify it right now. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Again, quitters never win and winners never quit, but at the same time, yeah, I want to be here for the long haul. I want my dad to be here for the long haul. I want everyone to be here for the long haul. Um, so I know everybody has their hold on. PTS for life. My first cigarette I ever had was on the roof of the parking structure at PAC when I was 14. I smoked for 12 years, quit after many attempts. Yeah. My first cigarette, I was 12 years old. Because I used to swear, my dad used to pick me up and put me on his shoulders. And I used to swear, I'm never going to smoke. I'm never going to smoke. He smells so bad. He smells so bad. It's gross. And then 12 years old, my Nana got sick. I started smoking, everybody. Yeah. And it was fine because I was just an adult in a little body. That's all it was. I was an adult in a little body. But yes, I've smoked many of cigarettes at the PAC parking structure, the roof, Celebrity Center across the street. Oh God, that bloody garage. Okay. Pub groomer. I quit smoking in April of this year. I started when I was 14 or 41. Wait a minute. I started when I was 11. I'm 41. Fantastic. I may have to get some advice from you because you know what? Sometimes that's not so easy. Okay. Thanks, Jeff, at PTS for life. Appreciate it. Pause for Andrea. Let's see. More than you know, it's really been a tough year. Finding incredible SPTV community has truly helped me through. That is fantastic. And you know what? I will be completely honest. Finding this community has also helped me. It has helped me find the courage to speak out and say all the things that I went through and not hide anything. It has caused me to really reflect on the fact that I did push myself hard to make sure that I obtained the best knowledge. So yeah. Okay, Barb tries. Pause for Andrea. Let's see. It's a great age when when I started loving myself and liking myself, trusting myself. My next milestone is 70 in a couple of years, and that's scary. You don't look a day over 21. None of you do. I promise. None of you guys look a day over 21. Okay. Thank you, Liz, for being part of this SPTV. You're such an asset, and my pleasure. Because honestly, if we can help people, that's all that matters. That is all that matters to me. I promise. You know, if I can help one person, even if it's someone listening, if my story helps, then that's great. But no, I'm also here because I'm a real human being. I bleed the same color as everyone else. That's why I always suggest, please be nice to everybody in the chat. We all bleed the same color. So I do want to say thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone for listening. Remember, Christmas is around the corner. Please listen to your heart. Take time for yourself. If you need anyone, you can always email me. Jamie Palmer, even if your hair was gray, I promise you don't even look a day over 21. Period. End of story. 21. Maybe I'll say 25 because that's a good year for people. Vicky, you are too kind, Liz. Keep speaking your truth. And that's my plan. That is my plan. Absolutely, everybody. Because that's what we need to do. We need to be honest. We need to be straightforward and blunt and do the best that we can. Okay. And Willie Weed, it was just a habit for me. Started smoking organic tobacco. I'm down to 3 or 4 a day now. Wow, that is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Amanda, thank you so very much for coming. I appreciate it. Don't forget to tip your waiter or waitress. Please smash the like, hit subscribe. Again, tip your waiter or waitress. They're doing the best that they can. I love each and every one of you. Please, no matter what, with the season around, if you need anything, please email. Remember, we've got to be in this for each other because this is a rough time for a lot of people. I know, myself included. So we'll do the best that we can here and know that I love each and every one of you. And thank you so much for coming. And until we get to see each other again, have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.